Okay, welcome back to day 271-ish. So I might just be too old. But this is gonna be my old man rant. Ooh, also talking about old man. I got myself a nice little sun hat. A little man sun hat. Not like a big flexy sun hat, like a very feminine sun hat. I got myself a working sun hat that has like UV protection. I'm going to wear that when I'm out of town because I'm going to be outside a bunch. And I like gardening and stuff, so I'm like, ooh, so it's going to be my gardening hat. Sorry. So I'm very excited about that. So I'm very glad I got that. But not the point. I'll also wear sunscreen. Just because you're wearing a hat doesn't mean you shouldn't have sunscreen. Both. If I got tattoos, we gotta wear things. Anyways, wear things, wear sunscreen, blah blah. Anyways, the point was, old man rant. Here's the thing. I have connected these with my phone and with my laptop. Same with my other, like, wireless headphones, or, like, earbuds, blah, blah, blah. So I connected them both. Here's the problem. I always check on my quick menu, have Bluetooth off. Not just, like, not connected to a thing. Off. Like, whoop, turn off. Usually before I started using these every other day, I would turn it completely off in settings. And it was fine if I do that. The problem is it would be just light off, I guess. And it would just be like, okay, cool, it's off. And I'm like, no, I want you off. So that's when I would go to settings. But now it's just off. And I checked before I turned these on. This phone was on off. Turned on, instantly connected. I go, okay, dope. On my laptop, it was just connected the last time I had this. Maybe not, but I thought it connects instantly to my laptop. So I'm like, okay, cool. And if this is off and I turn it on to connect, I always have to click on which one. So I'm like, cool. So if these are already on or whatever, I have to click which one it wants to connect to. I'm like, cool. So at least I thought that means it would only do it if I click on which one. So I'm like, that's great. So I don't have to freaking be afraid someone connected. But also, so it's not, I don't know. So what bothered me is I go and it's like connected. I'm like, okay, cool. And it's muted. My computer's muted. And I'm like, why is my computer muted? You said you're connected. And I'm clicking things. I go into settings. I'm clicking, like, looking. I'm like, why aren't you connecting to this? And I'm like, why not? Until finally, I realize it's because my phone turned on Bluetooth when these turned on. Like, don't turn on a setting for me. Ever. And it got me so mad because I don't hate the technology. Do not get me wrong. This is annoying. The problem isn't that it auto-connected even as much. What bothers me about it, this one bothered me because it's like, dude, don't turn on a setting. But I hate Apple. I hate our society where there's like, oh, I would love to have location services on because technology is fantastic. Technology is amazing. Technology is amazing. It is necessary. It is something that should be there. It is something that we could really do so much with. I hate companies. I hate people that sell information. I can't have a location services on without getting tracked by the government. But it wouldn't be essentially the worst thing ever if no one abused that power. But they did, and I guess you put on it's not a conspiracy theory. It's my truth, think deep hat, I guess, because it's not a conspiracy theory. We know this, blah, blah. But it gets me that I can't have location services on without an app or a website selling my location for, and it's like, well, it's for your own good. It's personalized ads. No, that's for your own good. My own good. Ads are never for my own good. Ever. The only time I've had an ad that is actually helpful for me was when I was actively against it, and it taught me that they're trying to pass a certain law that I do not agree with, because the ad was supposed to be trying to tell me to before the law change, and I went, that's sus as hell, looked it up and went, I'm against this. The opposite, and just like the fact that things take my location just to sell more stuff. It is also a thing with, in Pokemon Go, they added sponsored balloons. So they already have your location. They have your location, then they are partnered with Google. And so Google has your location. So I'm like, ooh, that's fun. Okay. But now they added sponsored balloons. One of the things was tell your location for better sponsorship, or like to the spot, whatever. So I'm like, does now anything that you are sponsoring know my location? Or am I reading that wrong? Because it's just like now maybe previously too, who knows? Because some Pokestops are sponsored. I know Starbucks is a big one, but other ones like a phone company is sponsored on Pokemon Go. Certain stops are sponsored on Pokemon Go. So the idea that, I don't know, man, it got me. It got me. It got me. It just, one thing with, it just, anyways, I cut myself looking at Marker now with his sleeves cut off on his shirt, because once he started getting muscles, he did that for one of his bits, I don't know, not bits, like, phases. He went through a muscle shirt phase. He cut off all the sleeves of his shirts. I cut off my Y'all Need Jesus sleeves, so yay. But I slept in today because I was so tired. But I'm doing laundry now, so I will have to stay up for a certain amount of time today. I'm washing it. I got some. Oh yeah. So anyways, I went to TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. Okay, talking about sponsors. Okay, not an actual sponsor. Don't worry. Talking about sponsors. It was just a segue. TJ Maxx always has some bangers, dude. Always. You want a bag? Cheap bag, but expensive bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a high quality bag for cheap. Always bangers. Okay, like always bangers. It's just true. It got bangers, dude. I got my bag there. I got my hat there. I got a cool vase because we do not have nearly enough vases for as many flowers that I like to pick. Where there is just not, I do not have enough vases, so I got a nice little vase. A hat. I got, my sibling got like 2 shirts. I got a belt. Ooh, oh no, I didn't get the Timberland belt because I didn't like it was gold, metal bits, and I'm not a gold metal. I'm more of a silver look, even though these are steel, but that's not the point. I'm more of a anything else. So it's more of a not tarnished. It's not shiny, not shiny, copper, gold-ish kind of thing. But anyway, the point was that I got that. I got a belt because my belt is less than ideal quality because I got it from the thrift store in a pinch. But it is pretty flaky because this guy who clearly donated it worn it probably daily for a very long time. So anyways, I got some red sweatpants. Those were not from TJ Maxx actually, but I'm really excited about them because I really wanted them. Like that silhouette, I was looking at that silhouette at TJ Maxx and stuff for them. But anyways, got some bangers, bro. You got some serious bangers. Like today, things that I was looking for, but also in general, and it's a good getting higher quality stuff. Like there was, I don't remember what the brand was, but they got some high quality like big brands for cheap, and it's true. It dropped some bangers. It again with things like that, you do have to take in the fact that you kind of have to go through things. Not like especially for me, when we were going through the plus size section, people don't care in certain sections where like the guy sections and t-shirts too, where you just have to go through each of them, and it might not be perfect, like, but like in Target, oh, all of these shirts are here, maybe one off in a different area, but like they're all here. But with but yeah, so with TJ Maxx, you do have to go through them, but worth it, dude. Worth. So yeah, I'm very excited that I got a hat. My only thing is I don't have a book, so I might take one of my other books here. I have books on my phone, but on the beach, surprisingly, or in the sun, it's very, very bright. So, but I also have Legend of Korra book. Oh, that's not even true. Sorry. I have a Kyoshi book. I have the 2 Kyoshi books, and I really want to read the Kyoshi books. The problem is, do I want to bring my Kyoshi book to like the beach? I'm going to the beach. Not for long, but it's just a thing that we're doing. But I like going out in general, and we're going to be outside and stuff, so very excited about that. The smile that Mark gives when he does antidote and antidote, and he's annoying, bothers me, but that's my own personal problem. Yeah, a very sweet comment a little while ago, like a week ago, where on one of my videos, when I put my hair in a weird part, and they're just like, oh, you put so much dedication, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, true, I love being bullheaded. I wasn't called bullheaded as a kid to not do something like this. But it was like, just to make someone smile. I'm like, I have a zero hope that I have ever made someone smile because of these. There's no way in hell that I made someone smile. No way in hell anyone watched a whole one of these. I feel like they just saw that I'm doing a countdown, click on it, and just go, huh. And that's it. That's where we're at. Really? Anyways. Did I mention our car got a flat tire? the other day, and that was annoying as hell. Got it fixed, so I got it replaced because it was too big to patch. And you're like, why didn't you patch it? Too big of a hole to patch. Because they're like, let's just patch it, and we're like, no. And they're like, no, I think we should patch it. It's like, So he goes and checks on it, and he comes back and he goes, new tire. I'm like, yeah, new tire. No, they were nice. They were all nice. It was, we knew we had to replace it. The tow truck driver said that. Instead of, or the driver guy that helped us, said that we needed to replace it instead of patch it. And we trust that guy, on-site guy, and what he said. Yeah. I wish I could wear white shirts. I tried wearing a white shirt today, but since I still got a chest, I need to wear a bra, and it's really hard for me to wear a bra and a white shirt because you can just see through it to it, and it really bothers me because I would love to wear white shirts. I have a few, and I try to make them work when I can, or for me in winter I can like pile on jackets so I feel less awkward with it. But in summer, with wearing a bra and then just a t-shirt, can't do it with the white, which is so annoying because I see Ethan do it here and it gets me because it's just like, God, not having boobies. And I know what you're gonna say, why don't you just bind? Because binders don't fit me. And you're like, well, there has to be one. Yeah, I tried. Binders are not good binders are not cheap. So the ones that are size inclusive are not cheap. And then I tried 2 different binders and neither of them work, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah. And the one even that like plus size people like tried on binders and stuff, the one they recommended was the one I literally had previously bought. And the only thing was if I got the long shirt one, which I do know some people say if you have big boobs, try that. But I also saw that they were binding down their chest instead of their nipple lined up with where your nipple would be and pancake it. They bind it down like this. I heard from medical people to not bind down like this because it won't circulate blood enough. So you should lift and put your nipple and pancake it. So I'm also not going to risk that by binding down because it also smells like it would hurt. But I can kind of see where they're coming at, maybe like half binding down, but I still wouldn't trust it. But so I would try to pancake it, but trying to pancake and then having a waist and it's not cinched in at the bottom to like hold it up. If there was like something on the bottom of it like holding in it, it might have worked. But even with the long shirt ones, I don't think they would have that. I think it would still fall down to like the bottom of where it's binding. And again, I think, what is it, JB or J2B2 or something, I don't know, they're not that cheap, which I'm not gonna, I don't know, I might just save my money and keep doing what I'm doing, even though some days it's hard for me because it bothers me. But just end up to get top surgery, dude. I should email my doctor about that and be like, let's do this now, because my insurance is like, you have to be on testosterone for a year. I'm like, boy, I'm halfway there. Let's do this. Let's get the ball rolling.